playing in the background this time, Dave?
We're playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is one of my favorite multiplayer, cooperative, offline games on Xbox 360. Well, it's actually an Xbox game, but it's compatible with 360.
360. That's nice that they did that. Don't have to dump all your games you had before.
Exactly. We're at Wine Deathmatch, Episode 3.
And keep in mind, what we're doing differently here is that we're blending wines ourselves after they've been bottled, as opposed to other vineyards that blend wines, and they blend it with only what they can get in their own vineyards. So what we're doing is we're taking competitive brands, probably, and blending them and coming up with better than a mediocre wine and hopefully a very good wine. And so far we've been doing all right.
We've been doing great. This is my friend George Ishikawa, the person I know who I know knows the most about alcohol. So we're talking about George Ishikawa. We're on, what are we on? WineDeathmatch.com.
That's right.
And as you might tell, we have recorded 2 episodes in a row. We're now on episode 3, and we don't spit out our wine.
We don't, not unless it's really bad, and that's what that is for. That is for bad. If we spit in there, don't buy that wine. But again, we could make a blend and we'll say, and we might spit in there. So that's where you don't want to go. All right. So we have wine 1.
Do you want me to describe it?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I hope we have this right. I think we've got it all messed up. We've already got it traded off.
All right. Well,
Sorry.
we better do this.
Dang. So, you can tell we've had 3 episodes in a row.
Well, we're not going to tell them that.
But it's all about transparency on the internet in this day and age. We've got a Jacobs Creek. The winery is in Roland Flat, Australia. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon, year 2004, southeastern Australia.
In the future, we will have a map on the screen behind us showing where that is.
Well, I don't know about future. We'll cut it in. But anyway, I'm always deferring to George.
All right.
George, we've got the southeastern Australian Cab.
I always hate it when they say, it says here, rustic leather. Who wants to drink leather? Remember, back to my original assumption about I like it or I don't like it, not because it tastes like leather.
I'm going to tell you, our cat loves leather. Our cat like pepper.
Really?
She goes after leather.
Maybe it's the
She actually goes after red wine, too. At some episode, we're going to put Pepper on the counter, give her some red wine. Maybe next episode, at the end of the month, we're going to give her the best wine.
This has got a nice bouquet. For a cat?
The other thing interesting about this episode is every wine has a Wilford Wong rating. So we're going to get to check Wilford Wong. This Jacobs Creek, it's got a Wilford Wong 85, which is actually the lowest Wilford Wong of any of the wines we're going to try this episode.
I quite like this. Got a nice nose.
It does.
It does?
It's not a Napa Valley Cab, but it's a cab.
No, not a lot of strong oakiness, I don't think, in the bouquet. But I would say it's very drinkable. It's even throughout the palate.
Wow, it's nice. I think our game player would like some wine. It's an Australian cab.
Yeah, I think it's going to change your mind about Australian wines.
The
reaction.
Part of it might be if this is the 3rd episode that we're recording, but it's got a little edge to it though that I'm not liking. There's a little bit on the mid palate. The finish is fast for me, and there's a mid palate.
But it is a 14% wine, alcohol wine, so it might contribute to that.
There's a mid palate that's I'm not going to throw this wine away. This is not in the bucket of death category at all. And this might go well. This could go well with some food. I'm not quite.
Yeah, I actually can see the rustic leather.
It does. Oh, our game player gives us the rustic leather thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
is that a good thing?
Maybe we'll give this to the cat. Cat might like this. So let's move on to wine number 2. we're going to move to Santa Barbara County, Avila. Arroyo Grande, California is where the winery is. It's Cabernet Sauvignon 2004. Santa Barbara County is the
Santa Barbara really is coming on pretty strong of late. Some really nice wines. They have some really nice wines. They have some good vintners there, and
$11.99 at Bevmo, but we got on sale at $9.99. So we got under that $10 barrier. Got our 10 points on the Bevmo card.
I'm liking it.
I like the nose. I like the nose.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. I mean, Bevmo says it's a fine crafted. I would say that's right.
Right to the point, lively, and red fruited. Red fruited. As opposed to white fruited, blue fruited.
Well, yeah, it's kind of redundant, isn't it?
Red fruited.
I like this a bit more than Jacob's Creek.
I could drink a lot of that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Next, something completely different than the other two. Zinfandel. Okay, let's give it a try.
Rosenblum, Vinters Cuvée 29, but in Roman numerals, so you got XX1X. Alameda, California. We've been talking to our director about Alameda, California. Would you put a winery in Alameda? I don't know.
Isn't that where they build ships?
They build ships there. Discovery Channel always goes there to do their stuff when they need a big runway to blow something up or whatever.
Oh, that's right. That's Mythbusters. That's my favorite show.
Always going to Alameda, California.
Some myth busting on wine, huh?
Rosenblum.
It's a 15.5% alcohol. That's, pretty strong for wine.
It's a strong wine. Out Wilford Wong, 89 points. Out of these three, it's the highest rated by Wilford Wong, 15.5%. A truly tasty Zin, according to a Bevmo site. It jumps right out of the glass with fresh berry aromas that simply take over. Lush in texture on the palate, very delectable.
Okay.
Wow.
Now today I have this hat that says Valley Auto Center.
Let me give you some of the Rosenblum. You want some Rosenblum, gamer?
And the significance of the hat really is the fact that Valley Auto Center owes my friend who owns dealership services, Mike Wilson, and they owe him money. So hopefully, by wearing this hat, you guys will get more money and you'll be able to pay my friend off. Mike does do a lot of good work with, he can do website construction, but the main thing he does is phone systems and computer systems for car dealerships. So any of you car dealerships out there, get a hold of dealership services with Mike Wilson, and you'll be able to find the connection at our website. But he's a good guy, and he'll take care of you. So, what do you think?
I'm going back to the trough here.
Trough?
Well, the three.
The other thing I'm advertising here is Just USA. I really like going there. I'm fortunate because it's relatively local for me. It's a great website for those of you who like it, mountain biking and biking equipment. It's a good place to go. They have good prices, competitive prices. The one thing they'll always do is price match, and so that's pretty nice. And they have a good selection, and I enjoy going there. They're knowledgeable. They give you good hints. You can call them up, and they're a good service.
So just to recap, wine number 1, Jacob's Creek, Wilford Wong, 85 points. Avila, Wilford Wong, 87 points. And wine number 3, Rosenblum, 89 points. Are you going with that?
What are you thinking? I'm actually surprised with that because I'm not crazy about Zinfandels, and but I do like them sometimes. In this case, I really liked it. Of the three, I enjoyed it the most. And one of the things about people say, well, what should I eat with my whatever meal I'm having? And you really do have to go with what you like. But